Everyone, today we'll be talking about a very good excellent LED kit that I finally found to work the best for a 9007 socket. I use these bulbs in a 2001 Volkswagen. Very good quality bulb. Nice aluminum. The wires are nice and tucked in. Good quality protector. Good quality connector also. Most of them you can touch are cheap. They want to break. The wires want to pop off. This is all one single piece right into the middle of the light. Now, it's a very good quality for the price you're paying. I bought these on Amazon, just under $50. I've tried 7 LED kits. This is my 8th one, and by far the best, and I will explain to you why. This is a dual filament bulb, high and low beam. You see the way they're technically placed? If you were to compare this to a stock halogen bulb, the two filaments are placed almost similar. The low one being for the low beam and the high one being for the high beam. Super skinny, so when you actually have your lights on, it does not look like it's only being lit from side to side. It really does a good job imitating a halogen bulb. That being said, now, a lot of videos and forums online say not to listen to the lumen quantity claims that companies make. I mean, this actual company here, this kit here, claims to be 10,000 lumens. A lot of people say it's not true, it's impossible. Well, listen. This is my 8th LED kit so far. 10,000 lumens or not, it is by far the brightest. It is a lot stronger than a 35 watt HID kit. I don't know about a 55 watt, I have never tried, but a 35 watt, this is definitely stronger. I mean, this is just excellent quality. I finally found an LED kit that does the job perfectly, exactly like a halogen bulb. I purchased a set of 9006 for a Honda Civic and a set of H7 for a 2001 Golf. They're not dual filament bulbs, but they do an excellent job as well. These are the first dual filament bulbs. I will never buy anything else other than this or recommend anything else other than this, and we'll see why. The light pattern is identical to the halogen bulb. This fits also. There's no fan, there's no mesh, there's no gigantic heatsink. The connecting wire is short, the bulb is nice and skinny. This fits beautifully in your housing, so pretty much any vehicle that takes a 9007 socket, I'm sure you're going to be able to fit this in your housing, no problem. Just like over here, if we can get a little bit more light. We can see the way this fits perfectly in the housing. The headlight being right, the back of the headlight being there, and the connector just being tucked in as so. Putting your dust cover is as easy as that. Another thing that differentiates these LED kits, well, this LED kit compared to the other ones, is the simplicity of how to install them. There's only usually one way to install an LED kit. If you install it on this specific vehicle, like this is the correct way, with the upper filament being pointed more towards the front for your high beam and the lower one more for the back for the low beam. If you install this upside down, it will look something like this, which is very easily to install upside down, and I'll show you how. This, as soon as you put your high beams, the beam will dip to the floor, and your low beams will dip to the air. You don't want that. So, this is how you install this specific kit. Now, on the 9007, on the, I don't know about other vehicles with the same light bulb, but this vehicle here, you take your control ring, your locking ring, which twists off from the bulb. As you can see, there's a bunch of little notches over here. The light bulb can turn into this 360 degrees, and it clicks every, I would say, every couple of millimeters. You can align this bulb however you like. You put this piece into the headlight socket, and you take your locking pin, which on that car is similarly looks like this, goes over it, and you twist and lock it. That being in place, all you have to do to install this light bulb is just put this light bulb into that and turn it to lock it, like so. This your light bulb, this being the socket. This is in the car right now, and you take your light bulb. You see you have two tabs over here. You can't see them properly on camera. You have two tabs. They align with the two tabs within this locking pin. So this being in the car, put your light bulb in, like so, and just turn. And that's it. Your light bulb is installed in the car, but it would be like this. When you just want to remove the light bulb, it's not necessary to remove the car's locking pin. It's not necessary to remove this ring. You want to remove the light bulb? All you have to do is turn and pull out. To reinstall, put it in and turn. That's all there is to it. That is why I really love the simplicity of this specific LED kit. It's so simple to install, it's so simple to remove. There's no headaches. This is literally, a lot of companies claim to be plug and play. Well, this is the first one that is literally plug and play. Now, like I was saying about LED kits being difficult to mimic stock halogen bulb light patterns, this is by far the only one that I can find that actually does the job. I've tried Philips, where by putting the high beams, it just kind of spreads open the light beam. This is being your low beam, and as soon as you put your high beams, the light kind of like opens up. I've seen some, I have tried a Cree kit that also, by putting the high beams, it doesn't really lift the beam or shine it out more sideways, but in fact all it does is the exact same light pattern, just brighter, which is not good. You don't want that. You actually want an LED kit that by putting the high beams, your low beams being pointed to the ground, and by putting the high beams, you want a nice beam that lifts, a nice strong equal beam just lifting up into the air like so. This being the low beams right now, as we can see, facing to the wall, and if I put my high beams, the beam just lifts. The whole light pattern just lifts up into the air. Most other kits, they would just shine brighter, they would just shine more wide open. This one, straight up. And they're just as bright as the low beams. That being said, guys, if you guys are looking for a nice LED kit, the best $50 you'll ever spend, get these Nov sights. The 9007 or 9006 or H7 or whatever light bulb you need. But the Nov sight, it is by far the best LED kit ever. I mean, you go to your local parts store, you're looking at about 150 to 200 bucks for a Philips kit, which claim to be very good, and they might be. I mean, I've tried one, I didn't like it. It didn't imitate perfectly. The low beams were great, not as great as these. These are by far way better, and the high beams are not comparable to anything else that I've tried so far. Best $50 ever if you guys want something decent, you want some good lighting, and you want some quality. I mean, I have had these since the beginning of the winter. I had only one burnout. I really think it was a bad luck. I mean, listen, I have another kit now, and so far absolutely no problems. They're shock resistant and water resistant too. Claim to be water resistant. They look like it. And the company was very nice. They honored their warranty. I had one burnout. Called them up right away, emailed them. They understood my problem. They sent me a new set right away. There's no runaround. There's nothing like that. This is honestly an excellent quality product. Thank you very much.